The never-ending battle. Amber Heard requests a judgment against Johnny Depp for defamation. Amber Heard and her legal team already filed a motion to dismiss the defamation case brought by her ex-boyfriend Johnny Depp a month ago. The 36-year-old actress submitted an appeal to the June verdict, in which the judges found that Heard had defamed Depp and that she had acted with real malice in doing so. The trial began after Amber Heard published a column in the daily The Washington Post in 2018 in which she claimed to have been the victim of domestic violence committed by the actor, who was then her husband, and provided graphic details. The location of the 6-week trial's proceedings in Virginia rather than California, where both parties reside, is one of the reasons given for Heard's appeal, according to her attorneys. Depp filed a claim against Heard in Virginia rather than California, where both parties reside and where Johnny Depp claimed to have suffered harm to his reputation, according to the court documents. This was a totally unfavorable location with no connection to Depp and no meaningful connection to his claims. The legal counsel for Depp explains that this is the case because the Washington Post servers are situated there. The actress claims in the documents that the court of first instance also erred by dismissing Heard's objection, contending that Heard's statements are expressions of opinion unsuitable for processing, and not rationally capable of conveying the alleged defamatory implication. And he adds, if this statement is allowed to stand, it would without a doubt have a chilling effect on other women who want to talk about abuse involving powerful men. Heard adds that this case hardly ought to have gone to trial because another court had already found that Depp had abused Heard on numerous occasions. This is in reference to the 2020 British court case in which a judge ruled that the newspaper The Sun was justified in using the phrase golpidor of wives in a 2018 article on Depp and Heard's relationship. As soon as the Virginia trial got underway, the documents claim that Depp failed to satisfy his legal duty to establish the truth of the wrongdoing because he failed to establish that Heard was at the scene and intended to communicate the alleged defamatory allegation that he had abused her. According to the documents supporting the appeal, there were numerous probatory errors that seriously injured Heard during the trial. And they add that to the jury's instructions there was a key requirement lacking to establish a claim of libel by implication. The documents then refer to Heard's victory in court, in which she was awarded $2 million, because the jury found Depp to be at fault after referring to Heard's assertions as false by his attorney. Depp himself filed an appeal against that ruling, arguing that he shouldn't be held accountable for the remarks made by his attorney. According to the documents, the jury's decision against Heard on all of Depp's allegations cannot be reconciled with the jury's decision against Depp on Heard's reconvening. As a result, the judgment against Heard cannot stand. Meanwhile, Johnny Depp received $10 million in compensatory damages and another $5 million in punitive damages, the latter of which was later reduced to $350,000 according to the state's legal limit. The actress attorneys assert that the jury's award to Depp is clearly excessive given the short amount of time he has to recover. Since Amber Heard presented several documents in July warning the court of an impending appeal, there has been a long wait for her appeal. We believe that the court made mistakes that prevented it from issuing a verdict that was fair and in line with the First Amendment, according to a Heard representative. As a result, we are appealing the verdict. Although we are aware that today's presentation will endanger Twitter's hooliganism, there are steps we must take to ensure equality and justice. On the other hand, the actress decided to leave the United States and choose to live in Europe with her daughter Unag. Amber feels more secure in this situation. They treat her well, and she may go unnoticed and simply be with her daughter, according to his portavoz. Ella is focused on being a mother and wants to move forward and get ready for the next chapter.